I did lower the volume of some things. I was working. Oh, hello,
Ah,
everyone.
good morning, everyone.
We're over here. So yeah,
Welcome to our technical audio
yeah.
discussion this morning.
Well, we've been on for a few minutes waiting for you guys to get here. Turns out we weren't with you. Who
Hey,
knew? So welcome everyone. It is
uh,
Wednesday, March 9th, which puts it at
Tuesday, June 2nd, 7th.
See? Between
Yep,
all of us, we can figure this out. And
we'll
just a
do it
reiteration
between
for
all of
those
us.
of you who are joining us maybe for the first time and you're thinking to yourself, what is this whole 90-day out thing? It is the very simple concept, and I'm not going to go into it very deeply here because Tim does it much better than I do. It's 90 days from today is when you can expect closings to be happening based on meeting with people today. So 90 days from today, if you have an
Yeah.
appointment today, it's 90 days from today where you can expect to close the deals. So what we try to focus on is what's your calendar look like in 90 days for closings, for things coming up, because that's income in 90 days. That's your future. So we always try to think
Right.
about the future, thinking ahead. You know what? Let's just call it that.
Thinking ahead.
Thinking ahead. So
Thinking
there
ahead.
you go.
And conversely, if you are sitting with yourself and your bank account and wondering what happened, you can also look back 90 days and see, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I maybe wasn't doing my things. I maybe
Yep.
was not, whatever. Something in life happened. You let your legion slip a little bit. Things get busy. Life happens. We get it.
Yep.
But if you're curious about whatever's happening today, just look back 90 days. And if you want 90 days from now to be, different, then let's change some things today.
Yeah. That's an interesting point. What happened 90 days ago? Where you're at today is
Right.
because of what happened 90 days ago. So
Yeah.
what did happen in 90 days ago?
Yeah.
And then
Which was actually, now I'm curious. Hold on. I'm gonna see what
good
90
luck with
days
that.
ago was. We're not gonna start putting that into the news,
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah,
That's too much. Too
yeah.
much. Too much information.
And 7 hours from
Uh,
now.
right?
Well,
90
while she
days
looks that up,
ago.
I'm going to get the calendar up on my screen because there is
Interesting.
another chock full o stuff day. And
It's a week, everybody. This
it's
week is so awesome.
crazy. It's crazy week.
Crazy.
It's almost like it's March marketing madness. It just feels
Whoa. I guess it is
madness.
almost like that.
Yeah, and we're 9 days in,
Oh
which
my
is not
goodness. Well,
90.
speaking of 9 days, however, 90 days ago was December 9th, 2021.
See,
So if
so what were you
you
doing?
cooled off between that Thanksgiving and Christmas time, you're feeling it right now.
Yep, right now, literally.
Right this second.
Yeah, yeah. So today's
Yep.
contract day. Contracts day. Now this is the alternate week where we don't have the Massachusetts contacts at contracts. Oh my gosh. Don't have that starting at 9. So if you're interested in Massachusetts contracts with Alice K, then you'll want to join next week on whatever the 17th or something, no, 16th.
Preview next week. All contracts are instead risk mitigation with attorney Stephen Hyde.
Oh, wow, that's cool. So that's next week. That's the
Yep, that's
16th.
next week.
So
Yep,
all
on
contracts are
on
risk
Wednesday next
mitigation.
week.
Oh man, we need to make sure everybody knows about that. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
because
Okay.
no one wants to get sued. I mean, I don't.
No, I
I
mean
would
generally
much
speaking.
rather meet Mr. Hyde in a Zoom room than a courtroom.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
just me. I don't know.
yeah. That needs to
I
be
don't
on
know
a
about you.
T-shirt. Meet me in the Zoom room, not the
Right?
courtroom.
Oh, wait. Hold
Uh
on.
oh. Uh oh.
I'm
Oh
living
no.
too far in the future,
No.
everyone. I
What
am
is it?
too far in the future. I pull it back. Stephen Hyde is on the 23rd of March. Next week, we do have our full slate of contracts. Stephen Hyde is in 2 weeks. Next week, Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire. Today, Maine and New Hampshire.
So here's the good news about that. Even though we're talking about it and we've kind of mixed up the dates a little bit, every single morning you get an email from the news, and it talks about what's going on in the week, not only the week, but it's also today's specific day. So every morning you get to find out. So when you wake up on the 23rd and you see that that's contracts day with Stephen Hyde and risk mitigation, you'll know that you'll need to be there. So there you go. So again, at 10 o'clock today is the main contracts. And at 11, we have the New Hampshire contracts. And so you gotta get involved with those. You know, what I do is tech. Very simple. I push buttons and talk about ones and zeros. What I hear is a lot of contract questions. What I hear from you guys a lot of the times is what do I do when? And those are not tech questions. So I'm always recommending that people go to these contract classes. You cannot get enough of it. It is something where if I could, I would make it required because it is so important. It is that important. And it is something that you guys definitely need to stay on top of. And I know for a fact that there are agents here who have been with us for a very long time that live and die by those contract classes because they learn new things, they stay fresh. And at the end of the day, you know, take away all of the things that we talk about. Take it all away and strip it back. Do you want to be the authority and the most well-informed agent for your customers and your clients? If the answer to that is yes, then these are the tools. This is how people do it. You know, stay involved, stay in the know, and in doing so, you can attend the classes on Wednesdays, but you also can talk to the broker on Mondays, which is literally ask the broker at 1 o'clock. And on Fridays is the back to basics. So you know, we've talked about it, and I'm really saying this for the people that are joining us recently as new agents to our organization. Welcome. And for those of you who may have forgotten, you get busy doing your thing and you may have forgotten the resources. So that's why we talk about this so much, is we want to keep it fresh in your head. Be the authority, be in the know, attend these classes and become the expert. There you go. Yeah. All right. That's those 3 classes. Then we have something different, something a little bit special. Selling with Heart. Very special. Tell me about this one.
Selling with Heart. It's maybe the number one thing that Tim and I hear in our coaching sessions with all of you, that reticence, the number one feeling of holding back, is because I don't want to be salesy, right? No one wants to uphold the myth of real estate agents being exactly like used car salesmen, right?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think anybody really wants to be like that anymore, right? I don't know. I think it's gone out of style just for whatever reason. Crazy like that, right? Those kids, they don't want to be
kids.
Kids these days, right? So okay, awesome. Here's your answer. The answer is it is just a repetition of what Gary and everyone here has said about being in this business, is offer value first.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to be salesy, the answer is offer value first, so that you are not making an ask first. You're making an offer first. You are giving first, right? And that is about generosity. That is about being generous with your knowledge, with your resources, with your community, right? With your contacts, right? You're like connecting people with value. How do I give value? How do I offer value? Why would I do that for free? This is what this class is about. It is based in the generosity practice.
There it is.
Where am I? Here we go. Generosity practice. This is written by our instructor today, Christina Frey. She is absolutely amazing. And I think I mentioned this a little while ago. She is this morning, just before our class, she's recording a guest spot on a national podcast. Oh. So we get her like coming straight off of her guest spot. So maybe she'll tell us which one it is. I don't know. She wasn't. I'm not allowed to tell. Put it that way. She might tell us.
You know something we don't know.
Well, I don't even know it. She didn't tell me. I'm not allowed to tell because she also didn't tell me. So
hey,
we might all learn. I'm really curious.
Plausible deniability.
I'm really curious, right? So this is how I don't like if you're feeling like, okay, well, if the answer is to give value, I don't know how to give value. What should I give? Well, I'm new. I haven't had many transactions yet. That's okay. You know things other people don't know,
Mm-hmm.
right? You have resources that maybe your future clients don't yet
Mm-hmm.
have. And this is how you can essentially get a year's worth of how to give value from this class.
Nice.
And we do not have registration for this class because we wanted to make it sort of a first come first serve.
Oh.
Every It is on Zoom, so just FYI, it is on Zoom, kellertv.com, 1 o'clock, and everyone who comes on to class, I will be there taking attendance, like getting the names down. The first 19 people who join the Zoom room will get the book free,
So
courtesy of Brad
cool.
Kelly. Courtesy of Brad Kelly at Any Mac Mortgage. Thank you to Brad Kelly at Any Mac Mortgage
Do I
for
get what does it
sponsoring
count if
this.
I'm the host and I come in?
Well, Christina Frey is the host, so I feel like maybe she might take that spot, Robert. But
Well,
if you want to try,
yeah.
go,
Yeah.
be my guest. Be my
Okay.
guest.
All right. No,
But
so that's a
but
big
maybe
giant
maybe
no.
you
So
want to sneak in at, like, I don't know, 12:59. Make sure you get one of those 19 first spots.
sweet. But yeah, definitely get in there. I mean, just that alone, being able to get yourself some great material to resources. So
Resources.
19 of you are going to get an extra free resource. All of our
Yes.
resources are free, but you're getting an extra free
True. This is
resource.
extra free.
Extra free. All the resources here are free, but now you get an extra free.
Extra free. And I
That's a
know I
really
know
cool
a
thing,
bunch of our
huh?
agents are into that.
Yeah.
Melissa Lesniak gets a lot of her things sponsored.
Yeah.
Take advantage. Take advantage of
Yes.
these things. These are
Please
all
take
great fun.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and then after that, that's at 1 o'clock. Hey, by the way, how long does that run? Is that an hour or is it more than an
That's
hour?
from 1 to 3. It's from
One to
one to
three.
three.
Okay.
Yeah, because
So
it's a little bit of a workshop, just like
okay.
what's happening on Friday. This is a little bit of a workshop.
Okay. So be prepared to work. Now,
Yep.
I don't like stepping on toes, and I'm not stepping on a toe here. We have the tech lab open today at 2 o'clock, so kind of in the middle, but we're totally different resources and
Yeah.
topics here. So we're not trying to say take away from anything. If you are having difficulties with any of your technology things that we offer here, this is the best resource. And I say this all the time. I get phone calls from people saying, hey, can you help me out? Can we schedule some time? And I'm like, no, come to me at 2 o'clock on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You don't have to wait. You do not have to sit there and say, well, Robert, you're busy. It looks like you're booked 2 weeks out. Yep. For private 30-minute consultations, I'm 2 to 3 weeks out. But that's not support like, oh my gosh, I need help things. Those are for people that are trying to learn about something and they want to go in deep to a topic and they want to spend some quality, quiet, private time, ask their questions and get, really robust answers around those. That's what those meetings are for. What we do on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock is I take people rapid fire through the door, I answer your questions, and I send you on your way and make you happy. So this is a way for you to not have to wait for that one-on-one support time. But I'm going to
Yeah.
also throw
And to be
something
clear,
else in there.
that is one-on-one, right? Like
Yes.
that in your lab hours, those are
Yes.
one-on-one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
some
Okay.
people do inquire. They're like, "Hey, so if I go to the tech lab, does that mean I'm going to be in a room with 10 people and they're going to hear my problems?" No offense to anyone out there, but a lot of people feel like they're going to ask a stupid question. They're like, "I don't want to look dumb." Don't worry, you're only going to look dumb in front of me. So don't worry about that. And I'm not going to
And the
tell
thing is,
anybody.
we all look dumb in front of Robert. You're very not alone. You're very not alone. You're with
You know,
me. You're with the rest of the productivity department here. The rest of the staff. Basically, we're all dumb next to Robert.
no,
It's
no,
totally
what it
okay. You're
is.
in great company. Come hang out.
I got to tell you, the reason that I don't appear dumb is because I hear all of the questions, find out the answers, and I get that, what? little tiny bit smarter, and I am also able to recall that information for you. So I'm not smart. I just happen to have seen a lot of the things and go, oh, wait a minute, I
You're
saw
just
that before.
saying
Oh,
this
that's
is your
this.
job. Ah, okay. I
So
get it.
not
I
smart,
get it.
just I got a good notebook system. Have you seen my notebook?
Oh no, everybody. Turn the channel, quick, turn the channel.
No, but come into the tech lab, ask your questions in private. And by the way, if you do join the tech lab and there's a waiting list and you're in the waiting room with a little, I've got a new little movie that I play in there. And I can chat with you. So I can chat with you on the side and just let you know, hey, look, you're number 2 or 3 in line. When you join the tech lab, be prepared to sit down for a few minutes and wait for those people in front of you for that privacy. I try to move through them as quickly as possible, but we do, just stick around, don't leave. Now, having said that, I do want to talk about one thing about support. Something that happens, unfortunately, is I do all of the training for tech. Now, I don't do all of the training here because there's so many incredibly talented people that do things that I don't touch. But in the terms of the tech,
Like
like
contracts
yesterday,
this morning.
Tech Tuesdays is all about training all day long. Do not get upset if during Tuesdays I can't reply back to you immediately for a question that you might have, even if it's urgent, because I'm actually in front of people. I'm doing trainings at that time. So, how do you get an answer when Robert can't get back to you immediately? Support
Good question.
is available for you. Support inside of Command. If you go into Command in the top right corner, just to the right of your profile icon, there's a question mark. And when you click that question mark, you can click on the button that says Get Support, Ask Support a Question. They are tech support at Keller Williams RI down in Texas, and they will get online and chat with you and solve your problem right now. In many cases, they'll solve it faster than I can because they're going to be able to stop what they're doing because this is what they do, and they'll get your questions answered. If you have something where you're frustrated and can't make something happen and you want an answer right now, that's your first stop, because I'm kind of training and support, and it's sometimes hard for me to be as reactive as some of you would like, and it's hard for me to be as reactive as I would like. So don't get mad, get support. Ooh, another
Ooh,
t-shirt.
ooh, t-shirt.
Dang, I'm gonna start a t-shirt company for KW.
Oh, there you go. You know how I feel about that one. I love our mission. You know,
You know what? So Zoe, I've got the chat windows that are open right now doesn't show the names of the people who are typing the chat,
yeah, I
typing
know.
things, but because I'm not on Facebook looking at the chats over there, but my
Oh,
chat window says I really, really want a Boolean search and command sigh, and it just says
sigh.
Facebook user. So this is what I see. I'll add this to the broadcast so you guys can see it. This is what I
Yeah.
see, and I know exactly who that is, Steve.
Oh.
Oh
Robert,
man.
remind me what a Boolean search is. I'm sure the second you say it, I'm going to also want it.
A Boolean search inside of Google, for example, is using qualifiers. A minus symbol means without or do not include, an
Oh,
and, an
yeah.
or. The
Yes,
quotes
please.
on a Google search, things like that. A Boolean search is using qualifiers to whittle down the search for what you're looking for.
Darn it. Now I want it to.
Yes, I would love it, Steve. I'm with you. I am totally with you. But who knows? Who knows? There's so many
Oh,
things coming
hey,
down
you
the
know
pipe.
what? You know who to talk to about that? Texas. You know how you can talk to Texas directly? That little support button.
Hey,
I don't know. Weird.
ideas.kw.com. As a matter of fact, Steve,
Oh, yeah.
if you go into the support site, answers.kw.com, there's a thing up in the corner that says submit an idea. Submit that to KW, and the more people that like that, which by the way, it will probably already tell you,
Many.
yes, people have asked for Boolean search. Add yourself to the list of people who are supporting that idea, and the more they get of those, the more likely they'll be in there.
That's how they get their priority list,
Yes.
essentially, of the features that they are
Yep.
adding first is the features that have been recommended most
Yep.
In that, what is it? Ideas.kw.com.
So I'm gonna put this one in here
So
too.
many ideas.
I have so
So
many
many ideas.
ideas.
We've all got ideas. It's about the execution, Steve.
We absolutely. If you've got the ideas, head on over to answers.kw.com and
Oh no. Oh no. Is it
get
ideas or answers?
well, there is ideas.kw, but the buttons are all it's all located in
Okay.
answers.kw.com. Everything's there.
Okay.
You can submit
Okay.
bugs there, you can submit ideas, you can read all the incredible articles. Spoiler alert, that's where I go to figure out things when I don't know them. Where does Robert get all his information? Answers.kw.com.
It's not just like all stuff
No, it's
in
not
there.
just there. And here's the last little tidbit. We got 50 seconds left. The last little tidbit for you is when I have a problem, I go to answers and I go to support and I ask them. That's how I solve the problems. So essentially, I'm like your Google. Robert, let me Google that for you, Vincent.
Let me Robert that for you. All right, we're done, everybody.
That's it. We're done.
Head out. Wait,
Yeah.
are we done?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. I think
good. Oh wait,
we've got
hold
it all
on,
covered.
hold on.
What?
Two other things happening
30
today.
seconds.
More things. 30 seconds. The Shift Workshop with James Shaw. It's a 2-day afternoon event. Starts today. Also, the Color of Real Estate this afternoon. So
That's right.
we're busy today, everybody. A lot
Yeah.
of this is recorded, and
5
if you
seconds.
want to know where, shoot me a note. Maybe not Robert. If you're looking for brokers, it's JV and or contracts this morning. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.
All right, you guys. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.